I am super excited for today.
My God, Rob.
Let me tell you, it's like Christmas Day. It's like a kid at Christmas Day. I couldn't sleep last night. I'm tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep. I'm so excited because we've got something absolutely mega for today, haven't we?
I've been filming for years, so have you, Rob, and usually we go filming, we enjoy our day. This is different. Yeah. This is another level. I've never seen anything like
this has got the potential to be mind-blowing, hasn't it?
God, I'm excited.
We're at a super clear venue. It's a pretty typical commercial fishery, apart from the fact it's ridiculously clear, so we'll be able to see everything. We've got, obviously, the team on the bank behind the cameras, but we've also employed the team behind the underwater cameras. So we've got underwater cameras watching exactly what we do, and we're going to deal with all things method feeder. So we're going to see how the fish react to our presentation, how we cast, the baits.
What happens to your feeder once it enters the water, Rob?
What happens?
Is your bait still on? Is it off?
We'll be casting maybe 40 metres today. It's all right as throwing feeders in buckets of water at home, but what happens when you cast 40 metres? Does the bait still stay on the feeder? All of these questions will be answered today.
And more. Look, it's going to be absolutely sensational. No more time for talking. Let's go and have a look at it.
Is he going to embarrass me?
Here he goes. Here he goes, straight for it. And something's up. I thought you had him. Gone. That's it.
You're kidding me.
Now, what was interesting there, for me, he didn't go for your hook bait. I felt he went in this end for the pellets. For the pellets. But look.
He's had my pants right down.
He's had your pants down because all them pellets are...
but, Lee,
it's amazing.
That is how 90% of anglers start their method feeder session.
I thought it was brilliant, Rob. I thought I couldn't have dreamed.
Don't get me wrong.
I couldn't have dreamed for anything better.
I would use probably a shorter hook length for my style of fishing.
Was that 4 inches?
That's 4 inches. You know I'd like to go like 3 inches.
I tell you what I found really interesting about that, Rob. He did not go.
No.
He didn't go for the bait. He went for the micro pellets.
So are we saying a banded 6mm could be the bait?
Well, I think, in the interest of fairness, the yellow bait needs 2 or 3 more goes.
Okay.
Right? Because I think in any one time, one fish isn't a fair reflection.
I'll tell you what, let me shorten the hook length down, because if that went in that fish's mouth, I think there was too much play there. Because you can see he went on the feeder. It wasn't like he was sucking from an
he went on the feeder. On the feeder.
So I think we could shorten that down to like even 2 inch. We'll see like 2.5 inch, something like that.
Okay, is that what you're going to go for next, Chuck?
Yeah, I'm going to shorten it down, 2.5 inch. Then we'll put the yellow hook bait back on.
It deserves another go.
We'll give it another chuck, see if we can hook one. And then, if we still think those fish are like homing in on literally the pellets, it might be a case of using pellets as hook bait.
Or maggots, something soft. Maybe it needs a single maggot.
I've got some ground bait mixed up. We've got loads of things
to try. Listen, this is just take one.
I'm going to try
get back over there.
So, folks, as discussed, I've shortened down a hook length. Now, in my opinion, I always think 4 inches is a little bit too long anyway. As we've seen on that footage, the fish wasn't scared by the feeder. It put its head right on the feeder, sucked everything up. So it's not as if those fish are sitting 3 or 4 inches away and sucking everything up. So we don't need that long hook length, in my opinion. So that's the 4 inch hook length. I've shortened one down to maybe 2.5, 3 inch maximum, I'd guess. I think it's 2.5 inch if that. You can see the difference there. Now I think because those fish are, like I say, nose on the feeder, that short hook length, it's going to go in the fish's mouth. It's going to tighten up to the fish a little bit faster, and we're going to hook the fish a lot more efficiently. It's the same hook, same line combination. I think we've got to give the yellow another go. Obviously I've got a little quick change bead on my feeder setup, so it's a really easy case of just switching the hook lengths over. I'm going to check, as always, just check that wafter, that wowser, perfect. We're going with exactly the same combination as last time, a few micros in the base of the mould, up to the top. So just micros around the feeder. I've got that yellow hook bait, another squeeze, just a little squeeze just for good luck. And let's see if my casting is as good as that first cast. Right. So I think that was about spot on, right on the spot. Now I'm going to take my time sinking the line. Now I've got 8 pound line on. That is because there's a lot of weed in this venue. I want to have a good chance of getting my fish out if it goes into the weed. I'd usually use probably 6 pound line. The 8 pound line though, because it's thicker, is obviously going to make sinking the line a little bit more difficult. Plus the fact that there's a lot of weed in the venue. I think that's one of the reasons that feeder skipped last time as I was sinking the line. I mean, I did see a fish cruise by close in as well. That maybe hit the line. That maybe was the reason, but if I just really take my time sinking this line now, hopefully we can get it beneath the surface and get a really good presentation.
So here comes the fish straight in. He's coming straight in. He's going straight in. He's picked up his hook bait. He's got it in his mouth. And Rob has missed his opportunity. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what happened there. He struck and he's wound in. So I'm just going to recap while he's winded in, probably head in his hands for what happened there. I didn't actually even get a chance to pick up from what Rob's cast. It's definitely one we're going to have a look at. Hello mate, you're going to absolutely love this one. You're going to love this one, right. So,
have I been mugged off again?
You have. I'm going to press play on this video now.
Well, can I tell you what happened to my tip?
Yeah, go on then, tell me what happened to your tip.
Sink my line.
Yeah.
Just managed to get it sunk or just near.
I was then about to pick up talking, yeah.
And the tip has dropped back, dropped back, dropped back, dropped back.
Right, well you'll see exactly why right now, all right? So your feeder's going to come in here. Now this is very interesting when the feeder comes in actually, and I want to talk about this from when the feeder comes in. The feeder comes in, it sits behind these rocks here.
Yeah, I mean this is a rocky venue, isn't it?
But Rob, if I ever put my hand down in a commercial, there's big stones and rocks down the bank, so you never know where it's going to land, and it's landed behind those rocks. Now straight away, your hook bait becomes visible really quickly. Okay, so as you're talking during this point, your hook bait is obviously, it's actually more of a, it's more, for me this was more than the hook, right? Because it pops up and it clears the bait, look, boom, very quickly. And you'll watch now the hook length. If you watch really carefully here, it's obviously so buoyant, it breaks away again and it look, and it sits above the method. Now that's a pop-up.
Yeah.
All right, so you're fishing a pop-up now.
I think that's maybe the stiffness of the line pushing it up.
Maybe, but for me, I think that is a popped-up bait. I can see that as a popped-up bait, right? So all I'm saying to you is,
I love
watch him, and he takes the bait. He doesn't take the look. He's got you. He's in. Watch your feeder move and didn't hook it. Did you see that hook bait drop? Now, for me. No amount of anything could have counted for that, Rob. He had it in its mouth. He spat the bait out.